protein shake.
Awesome. I love protein.
I know you love protein. I love protein too.
Yeah, protein rocks. Are you guys talking about protein? I love protein. I love protein too.
We know you love protein. Protein rocks.
Awesome. Protein rocks.
Hi FitGeners, as you can probably guess, today's episode is going to be all about protein. And this is part one of a two-part video I'm going to do on protein. This kind of goes over the basics of what y'all need to know about protein. Where does protein come from? Why you should eat it? Why is it important if you are working out at the gym? And if you are trying to build muscle, why should you even be eating protein and how much should you be eating? So we're going to kind of go over all that information today. A few things that you should know. My resources come from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, or NASM. It is a personal training accreditation program. I'm also taking information from the Cleveland Clinic. Quick disclaimer before we get started, because I want you guys to know that even though I'm very smart in this sort of thing, I've been working on a long time, it's still important that you find your resources and do your own research. What is protein? Protein is a molecule found in most of our foods. When we think of protein, it's often in its larger form, like the stuff that we eat. So stuff like chicken, hamburger, tuna, eggs. When you hear the word protein, that's kind of what you think of. You think of it in the form of what you're eating. But actually, protein in itself is a macromolecule that is inside of our body. The role of protein is it helps grow and repair our muscles. Protein is made up of smaller molecules, and those molecules are called amino acids. Think of amino acids as puzzle pieces and the protein as the big puzzle once it's done. What do amino acids do for you? According to the Cleveland Clinic, amino acids break down food, grow and repair body tissue, maintain healthy skin, nails, and hair, build muscle, and so much more. Now, we're going to take it one step further, so hold on to your muscles. This gets a little bit complicated, but again, I'm giving you kind of the brief information. There are two different types of amino acids, essential and non-essential amino acids. The essential amino acids, that is what you get from your diet only. Your body does not make these amino acids. Some of these non-essential amino acids are lysine, methionine, leucine, valine, and isoleucine. The non-essential amino acids, those are the ones that your body does produce, but you're probably going to be eating these in your diet regardless, which just means you're going to get more of them. According to NASM, these are the non-essential amino acids: alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, and serine. So let's go back to protein diet. Now you kind of got the overview. What's a protein? What's an amino acid? So it's great that your body produces some of these. So where can you get these essential amino acids that your body does not produce that you do need to get from your diet? Or just what do you think? Milk and eggs. According to Cleveland Clinic, these are where you would probably get the best and most abundant of those essential amino acids. Those include beef, fish, chicken, eggs, dairy, and quinoa, which is a type of grain. Now, not to pick on a group of people, because that's not what this channel is about. I want this to be only educational. But I'm going to speak to the vegans. So if you don't know what vegans are, which you probably do, vegans, they are a group of people that do not eat animal meat, animal products, anything that is produced by animals, is on an animal, is associated with animals, they are not going to eat. Which again, you do you, no hate. I understand their effort to not harm animals, and although I do not subscribe to their viewpoint, I eat meat. It's okay as long as you don't shove it in my face. Why do I bring up vegans? They might have a little bit harder time getting all their protein, those essential amino acids. They're going to have to go out and really make sure they're getting all those amino acids in. Now, those protein supplements, those amino acid supplements that come in powders or pills that people can use if they do need to make sure they're getting all their essential amino acids, but why not try and get it through natural foods instead of pills and powders? That's just my thinking. This means those vegans need to be eating some things that are called incomplete proteins. They're kind of mixing and matching their protein sources to make sure they're actually getting all the essential amino acids that they need. These are some foods that may have some amino acids but are missing others. Eating foods such as nuts, seeds, beans, and rice may come in handy. Is it possible for vegans, vegetarians to get all the essential amino acids? Yes. Will it take a little bit of work? Yes. If you're eating meat, eating eggs, you should not really have a problem getting all your essential amino acids in. So, hitting your protein goals. If you're beginning your gym journey, there's more to it than lifting weights. If you want results, it's lifting weights, going to the gym, all that fun stuff, but it's also your diet. There's a saying that 90% of abs are made in the kitchen. This means you can do all the crunches you want, but if you're eating McDonald's, if you're eating Takis, then those exercises won't do shit. You can do 100 abs a day and then you eat a full bag of Takis. Guess what? You're going to have a hard time seeing those abs. Same thing, you can be doing 100 push-ups a day. You can be bicep curling 35 pounds. But if you're eating nothing but chips and McDonald's, then you're probably going to have a hard time seeing muscle, or you're going to see a lot of fat built around the muscles. Now, this doesn't mean you can't have fun once in a while. I eat McDonald's. I'll have fun foods every now and then. It's not going to hurt you, but be aware that if you're not eating the way you should, you're going to have an issue. All that being said, what is the recommended daily intake? This is your RDI of protein per day. The short answer, according to NASM, is you should be at minimum eating 0.8 grams per kilogram of your body weight. If you want to maximize your gains, if you want to build muscle faster, if you really want to get the most out of your workouts, it's okay to eat 1 gram per kilogram of your body weight. Take me, for example. I'm about 190 pounds, give or take. To kilograms, that is 86 kilograms, which means if I want to make the most out of my muscle gain, then I should be eating at least 86 grams of protein a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to have some information posted around me and some pictures of nutrition labels like tuna, ground beef, chicken. And if you're in the grocery store, pick up a thing of tuna, you'll see, oh, this tuna has 20 to 30 grams of protein. Or, 1 large egg is 6 or 7 grams of protein as well. You're going to have to eat a good amount depending on how much you weigh. So if you're starting out, like I was a skinny kid when I started out, I was like pretty rail thin. I ran cross country and track in high school. I was probably like close to 150. You do the math, 150 into kilograms, that would mean I'm probably eating probably like 50 grams of protein a day. The more you gain muscle, the more you gain weight, chances are you're going to have to eat more and more protein to control that. So what is that high protein food? Again, I'll have a bunch of photos around here, kind of giving you some nutrition labels, things like that. I literally just Googled this. You can Google this as well. Tuna, 1 can of tuna is about 20 to 30 grams of protein. 1 large egg is about 6 to 7 grams of protein. I'm usually munching down like 3 to 4 eggs after a workout. You eat like 4 eggs, that's 20 grams of protein. I'm already 48 grams in, so I'm about halfway there already. 3 ounces of baked chicken breast is 31 grams of protein. 1 cup of black beans is 15 grams of protein. 1 cup of cooked quinoa is 8 grams of protein. You think 8 grams isn't a lot, but for a carb or for kind of like a rice-based thing, that's a high amount of protein. Don't knock some of the vegetarian, vegan options for protein. There's a good amount when you consider they're not meat-based or animal product-based. Peanut butter, everyone's favorite. I could eat a whole jar of peanut butter if I wanted to be honest. 2 tablespoons, which means 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter are 8 grams of protein. 1 scoop of whey protein is about between 20 and 30 grams of protein. So that's just some basic information about protein. And that's hopefully giving you at least a running start on really what protein is. There's going to be a part 2. Part 2 is going to be what I'm going to call the protein fad or protein popularity. I haven't come up with a title for part 2 yet, but it's coming. If you go to a grocery store, fast food chain, the newest thing is protein-packed popcorn, protein-packed potato chips, protein-packed menus on fast food or restaurants. You'll see high protein options. The whole food industry right now is really zooming in on protein. It's become the newest thing. We're going to get into that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below, what is your favorite source of protein? If you could only eat like one thing to get your protein in, what would that be? Comment down below. Thanks for watching, and look out for part 2. That's probably going to be called protein popularity. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.